How are you doing, everyone? Hope you are well, training hard. My name's Duncan Walsh. This is my channel, Duncan Walsh Over 40 Workout Plans. I'm an ex-professional sportsman, coach, trainer, follower of exercise research, and professional dry roasted peanut eater. It feels like that some nights anyway. The chat today is about strength work versus cardio, but just to say what I'm doing here, this is just a quick session I like to do before I play squash. It's a 20 minutes effort of one pump burpees. One pump meaning one push-up involved. So there's a lot of getting up and getting down, and you basically see how many you can do in 20 minutes. So it's very much strength work and cardio, and then you've got an objective measure to see how you're doing. Lots of people do this military style burpee, and they are very, very good. I do these as well as the Navy SEAL burpees, which involves 3 push-ups per rep. Just as a point of note, I have that wide stance mainly because I find it more comfortable on my lower back. Decades of playing squash tend to shape your body in a particular way, and it's made me good at lunging forwards, but not so good at a deep squat. So I find it more comfortable with a wider stance. I think most people have a narrower stance, but if anyone has any lower back issues, a wide stance is a very good workaround. Anyway, I digress. What I really wanted to speak to you today about was this whole subject matter of strength work versus cardio. I see so many videos out today, shorts, TikTok, podcasts, all advocating the benefits of strength work, which are absolutely valid and absolutely legitimate. Strength work, especially as you get older, is just simply crucial. Increasing your muscle mass, very important. Increasing your bone density, very important. So it's all valid stuff. I myself now do more strength work than I used to years ago when I was playing squash. However, this line of thought does seem to go at the expense of cardio. I see a lot of people that do strength work that then either don't do any cardio, or they have cardio as a little add-on, like an afterthought. And the problem is that strength work can give immediate visual results. If you train hard in the gym and you're doing bench press and deadlifts and squats, biceps, triceps, you see the benefits of that. Whereas if you do cardio and raise your VO2 max, it's not something that is noticeable. Years ago, when I was hammering court sprints, track work, my squash training, loads of super intense stuff, I would have been walking around with a pretty good VO2 max. No one would know, whereas if I'd been putting the same intensity into weight training, people would notice. You'd get bigger. And of course, we all want to look good, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I suppose the message here is really twofold. Firstly, more and more research is pointing to the fact that the single biggest determinant of our longevity, other than maybe genetics, something that you can control, is your VO2 max. And a little phrase I like to say is, if you have an accident and you're picked up by an emergency service, they measure your blood pressure and your heart rate, not the size of your biceps. But what I mean is that all of your vital signs, as they call it, will be greatly influenced by your cardiovascular system. And of course, the single biggest asset that you'll have in this life is your health and fitness. So it does grate a little bit when you see lots of people just doing strength work and neglecting their cardio. And the other thing is, you don't want to say, oh, well, I walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes and that's my cardio. Technically, it is cardio, but if you want to increase your VO2 max, you've got to get your heart rate higher, zone 4, zone 5, or do a heck of a lot of endurance aerobic work, which is also shown to increase VO2 max, but you do have to do a lot of it. People do often comment as well that cardio's boring, who wants to do an hour on a cross trainer or a step machine, but you don't have to do it that way. HIIT training is a great way of doing it. More and more research is coming out showing the big benefits of HIIT training, high intensity interval training, and a 20-minute HIIT circuit, or 25 minutes, keeps things interesting. And with the right exercises, you can get strength work in and cardio in the same session. Sometimes a dedicated cardio day, other days a dedicated strength day. But I suppose the message here is don't neglect your cardio. And also, when we have limited time available, the cardio has to get up to zone 4 at times if you want to increase your VO2 max. And that is one of the things when we have limited time available. HIIT training really ticks all the boxes. So that was just a little itch I had to scratch. Strength work and cardio are two sides of a coin. Both are essential. Don't neglect your cardio. Check out the $1 Billion Syndrome workout plans. I've got a link to them in the description. You certainly won't neglect your cardio in those, but there's a lot of strength work involved as well. Again, based on HIIT circuits. Some I call metabolic stress circuits because there's little rest between the exercises. Okay, I'll leave the full workout on here. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one.